What up, stackers? Big Stack McGee here. How you doing today? It is Saturday, September 4th, and as you can tell by the title, I have purchased enough silver dimes to complete my Guardhouse Box Project. That's pretty exciting, and pretty stoked about it. So the first task at hand is going to take the last 4 rolls that I've purchased over the last couple months, transfer them to these coin-safe tubes, because I've been kind of anal about only using those tubes in these boxes. Don't ask me why, other than I really like these coin-safe tubes. But I'm going to go ahead and lightning speed load them up, and then we'll put them into the Guardhouse box and check it out. Okay, so all of my 4 new rolls have been put into these coin-safe tubes. Let's take a look at the Guardhouse box. And there you have it. 46 other rolls and room for 4. Interestingly enough, I had gone through some of these just to make sure that they were all filled. The last 2 here that have kind of floated at the end, these are all ones that are considered AUBU, and they come up really far up to the top because of how nice they are. Look how nice and shiny those ones are. So that's in there. Let's look at the other one too. Nice and full. Not any amount of wear really to tell on these ones, which is very cool. Set those aside. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That is 50 rolls of dimes. 2,500 silver dimes, comes to almost 181 ounces of silver, and at today's melt value of, what is it, $24 and change for an ounce of silver, the melt value of these coins is $4,476. So there you have it. Now, right now, 181 ounces of silver is a little bit more than 12.5 regular pounds of silver. And of course, since they're 90% silver, it's a little bit heavy. The box is a little bit heavier than that. You'd have to do the math to figure out exactly how heavy. But again, at least 12.5 pounds worth of silver. So very, very cool. This project took me, well, I've been stacking for probably a little bit more than 8 years now. And until I actually bought the Guardhouse boxes, I was just buying 90% coins whenever I found a deal. But I had far more silver halves than everything else. And I would pick up various rolls or whatever, and I used to keep everything in just a giant Ziploc bag. It was all mixed up. And if you go back on my playlist to the 90% projects, you know, I got out my old monster boxes that I had all the 90% in. It was just bag after bag of stuff, and I wanted a little bit more organized and sorted. Probably primarily for my spreadsheet, so because I like to keep track of my stack on the computer, but I also just wanted to be able to have a good idea of how much I had, and so separating them into rolls, and then of course in this nice Guardhouse makes such a nice products here, and 50 rolls. So once I got them all out and sorted it, I realized I don't have as many dimes as I thought I did. I mean, probably had, 11 or 12 rolls, but when you put 11 rolls in this and you see this much empty space, you were like, holy cow. But I can tell you, it feels like an accomplishment, and it's I've said in the past, and many of you have commented that there's nothing that screams to get attention more than a half-filled roll, right? Like if you're buying Silver Eagles or something like that, and I did the same thing with a Silver Eagle project and filled a monster box of American Silver Eagles. But it's just knowing that I have them and then these boxes, it nags on me. I always want to make progress on it, and so it feels really super good to be able to successfully complete this project. So there you have it. What's next? Well, I'm not going to be buying dimes for a while, I can tell you that. But on my other channel, on Big Stack Numismatics, I'm planning on going through this entire box of dimes and trying to look for some semi-key dates or things like that. Most of the rolls, if I bought them from like a bullion dealer, of course, have already been gone through, so I doubt to find a whole lot there. But many of these dimes I purchased from private parties and things like that, so you never know what you might find. I've never actually taken the time to look, and my eyes are not good, especially for dimes, to be able to read the dates very, very well. So I just picked this up. This thing. This is a coin microscope, and it goes up and down and zooms in, and it'll show an image on my computer, and so that'll make it very easy for me to be able to load the dimes in here and check dates, and so that's going to be a lot of fun to go through because I've never taken the time to do that. So kind of got inspiration from some of you YouTubers that have been doing this in the past. Talking Bullion comes to mind. He's also like the king of finding deals on 90% silver. So there you go. I will start that project. I was hoping to do that today. It's going to take me a long time, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get that video up for a little while, but that's what's next as far as these dimes go. And then once they are, once I'm finished with that project, this box is going to go back in the vault, and I don't know. I probably won't get them out too often, but the next question then, I guess, is am I going to buy any more silver dimes? If it comes as part of a deal, or I find them for that's the cheapest silver to buy at the time, you bet. Yeah, I'll buy more dimes, but likely I'm not going to start another Guardhouse box. I'm not going to do that. After this, I have so many other empty tubes now because I bought all those coin safes. I have a whole big knapsack filled with empty tubes. So I'll probably just stack and fill tubes, but I don't plan on buying another Guardhouse box. That's just hard for me to imagine, but never say never, I guess. So this leaves the silver halves. I have a completed Guardhouse box, and dimes I have a completed Guardhouse box, which leaves quarters. I always forget exactly how far I am, but I know that I'm close to being about 3/4 of the way through, and that requires 50 rolls as well, and that is far heavier. So there you go. That's it for right now. This is Big Stack McGee. I sure appreciate you watching this, and feels great to have completed this project, and I'm going to get started on looking at these dimes in this coin microscope. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll be back at you next week. Have a good one.